Hello and welcome back to another episode of Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. I don't know what I want to do now. There's still stuff for us to do for sure, but... yeah. We'll get there. Almost at 80% though, that's good progress for sure. I did all the keys I had, right? How many are we missing? 2 more maybe? Does that make sense? Have I done all the doors? I have no idea. This has been a mess. Have we done 38? 57? 57 is... 57 is done, I'm pretty sure. 48. 48 is the up, down, left, right one. I think that's done. 32... Where's 32 in my notes? Nowhere. So have we not done 32 yet? I don't remember. And then 53... I think we've looked at 53, but I guess I didn't solve it yet, because somehow it's wrong. Alright, let's revisit those rooms then. So 63 is still locked. 57 is up here. This is 82. 82 is done. $1847 is done. Okay, that's this floor. Floor 2. 53 we just have not opened yet. Okay, we need to go do that. And then backtrack again. We'll be alright. Alright, I didn't have to take the elevator, right? Because I have shortcuts now. Crazy. Is this the right floor? Yeah, it is. Yeah, we have not done this. Somehow. Mixed media installation. One and the same reality exists simultaneously. One in a room, one televised. 10 individuals only identifiable on the screen. Perhaps a comment on our fixation with televisions. On a remark on individualism versus... Or a remark on individualism versus collectivism. The artist wraps the meaning in the mystery as if asking us, who would you be and where would you stand if you were on TV? So 3 has like one hair thing on the right. So that's not you. What? But it's none of them then, I think. Four is head on, which would only be... Well, it could be this or this, though. Like the arrows, right? This is pointing straight at the face. Both of them have the hat. Both of them look the same to me. Oh, the shadow, maybe? This one is half light, half shadow, because he's... Maybe so this is 4. It would make some sense, perhaps. So this one we're looking at from the profile. That could be... Gone. I'll go out the door. Could be this guy. That's the only one it could be, because this is the other profile. This is from behind, yeah. So this one is 5. 6 is from behind, which has gotta be you. 7 is the profile from her right, which is this one. Eight is from behind, that's the one on the corner. Nine is the other profile. That's here. Zero, straight on, all lit up. That's you. No shadow on your face. The other profile is the one in the corner. Straight on or lit up has to be you there, I think. And it means that you, the one with the hair only on the right. Or this one where I can't see the other side, but also I can't really see the hair on the right, but sure. I think that's right. Feels right. Feels right. Okay, what other rooms do I still need again? I'm not sure anymore. What was this room outside again? Did we get this one done now? 62? No, it's the one I didn't do right, apparently. Give me the camera again. Nine. Well, I mean, it looks like an 8 when he's lying down like that, but this is the 9, because this has to be the 9, because this is the 8. Anyway, 9 is the hexagon, yeah, I got that right. And then 6 is the same one from the other side. That's the triangle. I drew the wrong triangle. I'm a dummy. Okay, that's the issue then, I guess. 'Cause one is the diamond like that, and 2 is that guy? Sure, okay. That's fine. That's fine. Actually, I can just take a shortcut out now, which is much faster. These all look the same and I hate them. Wait, that's the one that I tried to do the other one with? No, but I tried it here. I don't know. The numbers don't make sense. Whatever. This one is the one we just learned. We need 1953 on this one, which is 1, 9, 5, 3. Yeah. Dropping out of university in 1953 was not something that resonated well with her parents, but she was at heart an artisan, and during the early 50s she tirelessly worked with her art puzzle boxes. By living on commission work, ranging from designs for large corporations to a new logo for her favorite cafe, Trommern, which she frequented daily for many years. Trommern, probably, maybe then? Which is drums, which is a weird name. For a cafe, but sure, why not? And then here we need 1, which is you, 9, which is you, 6, which is this triangle, And then 2, which is this. Yeah, stupid. What ultimately changed her mind was when her mentor Stina Liljefelt took her to see Un Anima Terribile, Nero's 1962 film. She told me she hated it, called it pretentious yet singularly dumb. She went to see the thing 4 times. She sent a letter to Nero explaining her fascination with his film. Nero telexed a reply. It was short and simply read, "The film is horseshit. Come help me make a real masterpiece." In Nero's usual befuddling manner, it was signed with the one-time Monica Illusione. Okay, how many are we missing now? We're missing this one. And this one. Well, which one is which one? 32 is done, right? Yeah, 32 were the... I don't even know where are my notes for 32. Because that's just the camera simmer one, right? I must have written them down somewhere. I don't know. Too unorganized. Anyway, this is done, I'm pretty sure. So 38 is the one with the diamonds like this. And 38 is which one? I think that's 5940371826. And then 48 we've done, 53 we've done, 57. When did we do 57? 57 is done though. 60. Have I not done 60 yet? I might not have, that might be the key that I'm missing. Yeah. 62 is the one we just did. 73 we also did. And then 82 we did, was the TV one. So we're missing the 60 key, and then the other one that we have not done is 38 somehow. Somehow. I guess I can go and... My mic sounds weird, I hate it. It started right as I started here. Let's go save. It sounds a little empty, the mic. I hate it when it does that. Oh, but where am I? I'm not going to be at the start, right? Because I didn't leave. Yeah, we're in the middle. It's actually kind of annoying. Can I go out from here? Yeah. It's kind of annoying, but I can, right? I have to go around this to the north, right? And then go back down. It's kind of annoying here. But this is not very far away. Wait, is this the right path? Fell wrong, to be honest. I think it's right though, yeah. I don't know which room I'm in right now. Up one more? Up one more. I think. Yeah, and I guess let's do these guys. Because I think there's going to be an achievement for it. If you saw all of them. On which page in the instruction booklet can you read about saving the game? I don't know that. Five. Wait, have I been there? Is this the one I'm missing? I don't remember now. No, I think I got that one. I think I didn't get the other one here, which I don't know how to get from here either, to be honest. Because I don't have my map. No, we got this one. Yeah, no, it's the one over. I need to go. Right. I know the path. Quintus, what do you want to know? What is the price of the 5-course menu of a wine pairing until I had letztes Jahr? Oh, I don't know if I know that. Where is it actually? I don't have that. Do I? I have the restaurant menu, but there's no wine pairing anything in there. Is there? We have cocktails, gin and tonics, aperitifs. Oh, there are more pages. How did I never notice that? I don't know. Tonight's menu: cucumber salad, soy sesame, kohlrabi with bread, garden herbs with butter. Could be good. Cabbage with mushrooms. Broad beans and thyme, cheese with eggplant, fresh peas, black pepper, chocolate muffin with raspberries, mint, white sugar. 5-course menu 90, wine pairing 55. 445, I would assume. Oh, what else is there? Oh, this was the wine hint stuff, maybe? But we just poured all the bottles. Anyway, a glass of Maison Séric Cabernet Sauvignon for 8. Simon for 6. Chateau Gordon Magnu. Who knows? Rote Stier. 2 for Hafterheimer. That's a strange name. Okay, what kind of beers do we have? Marienbad Pils, Malmöhaus Pils, Mönch Kellerbier, Rheinwasser Kölsch. It's cheap, but it's a smaller serving size usually, I think. Right? I don't know. Walländischer Nachtschloss. The Kölsch, because it's the same as like a, still water, so. Very cheap. Drip coffee, espresso for 2, cappuccino for 3. Espresso martini for 8, nice. Okay, some whiskey. Let's have a look at those. A malt whiskey, Glen Magnus single malt. Kazuyuki Shochu cask, Japan. A rye, Sophomore scary reserve. I don't know. Sophomore scary sounds really weird. Then a cognac Frisi Simone, and is it set Jölistetti Raimo vodka, sure. I never noticed that little red, not red, little white arrow over there. I was happy. I guess it did say restaurant menu, but I was like, okay, it's just a drinks menu. Anyway, what was the question again? 90 plus 55, right? With a lime pairing, yes. Okay. Whore in the war? Sure, what could go wrong? It's an object made of paper in the whore. Alright, yeah, it's a good object made of paper. One of the best objects made of paper. Maybe. Brother Sextus, what do you want? When was the Augenwald Book Forest given status as a national park? I don't know that offhand. 1958. So they're also looking for more whores in the war for more money, I'm guessing. But we also really want this key. If you are more than I ever was, then this key must not be mine. Sweet. So we kind of have to walk everywhere to make sure we're not missing a Dora, because Doras are very important. Septimus. What do you want to know? There's really only one book I don't have. How many types of beer does Hotel Elysia serve? 1, 2, 3. Was it 6? There was 6. Pils, Calabier, Kirsch. And then, I don't know what Goes is. Or Goes, who knows? And Dunker is dark. So 6 beers. If you count them more. Which the menu does, so, you know. So will I for now. No, wrong. I need to do 60 first. Where's 60 again? I was gonna go straight for the box, but I don't have the... It's back here. Is there a shortcut to get there? No, maybe? Who knows? Who knows? There was, but I don't know how quick I could have gotten to the other end of it, so it's fine. A handheld camera again. I don't like that. 1960. In 1960, the artist invites us to look at things differently. Armed with new perspectives, the abstract becomes concrete, and meaning appears where there previously was none. So the first one on the left is a 3. The next one is hard to look at. because the rotation is so hard to get right. A 9? This is a V? Or a 4? It looks like it's gonna be a 6. Indeed. And this must be a 7 then. And then on the other side. Well, that doesn't work. Actually, what angle does this work from? Just straight on like this? Is it a 1? Maybe it's just a 1. 8. 0. 2? What number are we missing? 5, sure. That looks right. Oh yeah, this shortcut doesn't actually go anywhere though. It's not very helpful then, no. Not at all. And which one are you now? I don't think you're this one. No, you are the other one. I mean, whatever. Her advertising sketches for KLB Electronics would lead to perhaps her greatest artistic triumph. KLB was at the height of its game and believed then to be the future of computer manufacturers. In a frenzied creative fever, Jose Cho Hertzmuller, feels like it's missing an umlaut, but it's fine, decided that instead of a dry technical demonstration, they should demonstrate the OCU3 in an art exhibition, the 1960 Electronic Arts Symposium. She was one of 5 artists handpicked for the exhibition, and her contribution, Somnium, marked the start of her technological phase. And yeah, we've talked to Joe. We've called 1960 before. I mean, this is the last puzzle box here, right? So this is the one, but I guess I've never tried the numbers right here. Which year is this, though? These notes are so crappy. 38? Five, 9, 4, 0, 3, 7, 1, 19, 38. Okay. So we had this right too. I just didn't use the right one because they all look the same to me. And they don't. Nothing looks right. Her parents started worrying about the situation in the city, and in 1938 they decided that she should go live with her aunt in the country. Aunt Auguste had suffered several nervous breakdowns, and her grip on reality was at times fleeting. She would, however, look back at the 4 years of happiness. My aunt taught me what she pieced together about art, but often forgot to feed me. She prepared me well for life as an artist. Oh, man. That's all of them, right? What we're doing with these very mysterious symbols. They seem all unrelated. Kinda tough. So Augustus done. Illusione for 1962. Okay, square, bigger square, rectangle. Rectangle, yes, great, thank you. So helpful. I also have focus written down, which I think you can translate for yourself. She wants galactique. Yes. Electronic Art Symposium, Cafe, Photo Exhibition. Mother, her sister, and father. Oh, she's listing the things she needs to hear. Bit of span, Galactique, name in telex, Illusione. Juno's project was Somnium. So we're missing the cafe. So are these going to be the years? Are these symbols going to be the years that these words are from? And then I don't know where we put this information. But maybe that would make some sense. So this would be 1960. Because it was Somnium, which was from 1960, maybe. But I don't know how it helps me yet. Help the old woman see, done. Okay. Well, actually, this list, maybe she's got something else to say now that we've done all of that. Go and open the third eye, young woman. Yeah, sure. What else are we gonna do, you know? I'm gonna give him the script page now. I can't thank you enough, Signorina. Come in, Signorina. He doesn't look so good. Call him about the skeleton. Yeah, we'll call him in his room that we're in currently, asking about the skeleton that's in his room. $85. What does that mean? Wait. Interior Augenburg Manor, corridor day. Disoriented Lorenzo finds himself in the hotel corridor. A phone rings somewhere. Further down the hall, he sees our girl. Where is she? The girl flaps her arms and hoots. Enough games. The hour girl disappears disappears down a corner. Lorenzo stomps after. The hour girl waits for him at the end of the next corridor. Suddenly, a black Labrador runs up to him and barks. Lorenzo looks at the dog with surprise. His tag reads Rudy. Rudy lies down and plays dead on the rug. As he does, Rudy changes from black to white. Finally, the dog cramps and then contorts into a cat. A payphone rings on the wall. Lorenzo lifts the receiver. Why are you answering the phone? Lorenzo remains silent. There are no phones in 1847 Ucratino. Lorenzo grunts. Hang up the phone and go chase the hour girl, just like the script says. Lorenzo hangs up. He sees the hour girl with a limp cat in her hand. Lorenzo runs after her, corridor after corridor. Lorenzo runs fast with determination, but the hour girl is always around yet another corner. He never catches up with her. Lorenzo turns a corner. There's no hour girl, but a mirror. Lorenzo sees himself briefly, and behind him stands a man in sunglasses in a dark suit. Lorenzo regards the man in the mirror, but the mirror changes, and Renate appears, levitating like a ghost. Stylish sunglasses obscure her eyes. Renate with a man's voice. I'm waiting for you upstairs. I looked serious, so you might want to go check. Renate vanishes from the mirror. Lorenzo is left with the image of himself. He looks weary. He turns and goes. His footsteps echo through the empty hotel, his crossed out manor. '91. Is there like an order to these that I'm ignoring? 2. Interior theater day. Smoke lies thick in the small, tawdry theater. On the hardwood stage, a magician performs. His coat is worn and mended, but once it was expensive, Lorenzo the Great. But alas, the young Mademoiselle Henrietta Dubois could not escape her sordid fate. He hangs the handle to his erythrotrope, and a silhouette of a man stabbing a woman appears on the wall. The crowd stares dumbly at the shadow, and they smile with yellow teeth made for biting. Lorenzo looks at the audience with disgust. He takes out another wheel labeled the third eye for Brotherhood use only. He hesitates, but puts the wheel in his contraption. The next story is not meant for the likes of you. It's something I normally only show refined ladies and gentlemen. But I'll make an exception tonight. Those tired, ugly eyes of yours shall see something new. Lorenzo yanks the handle. Thousands of years ago, the third eye shone over the islands in the Far East, but one night it fell from the sky. A comet passes on the wall. Strangely enough, it quiets down the crowd. They follow the comet while gaping and see it crash to the ground. A human found it, and when she held it, she saw the magic of this world. She had a vision, so she painted the creature in red ochre on a cave wall. Cave paintings show up all over the wall. The crowd is a bit confused by the effect. At night, the crimson beast awoke. It spread chaos and death, and devoured the human and her people. A red monster appears. The crowd screams in terror as it attacks them. Some of them have had enough and flee the theater. Lorenzo slows down, and the beast disappears. The story of the red creature became a legend, but the third eye lived on and appears in the most unlikely of places to this day. That is all for tonight. You've been a wonderful audience. Go away. The crowd mutters and leaves. One man, better dressed and cleaner than the rest, remains in his seat. He studies Lorenzo with cold eyes. Brother Tertius, when Lorenzo discovers his presence, his pupils dilate from fear. Interior, Brotherhood Lodge, night. The room is dark besides the many lit brass candelabras. Lorenzo stands with his hat in hand. 50 men in robes watch him from a long table. At the end of the table, a stern old man ponderously strokes his sideburns. Brother Septimus, a young brother, opens a mahogany case, takes out an ornate revolver and a minotaur mask. He looks over at Brother Septimus, who nods to him. The young brother puts on the mask and aims the gun at Lorenzo's head. Pray safe and never pass, gamble to pass or perish. Truth above all, risk my life, brother. How many were our first ancient brothers? 7. Correct. The seated brothers raise their goblets and drink. What is the punishment for sharing our secrets with outsiders? Lorenzo grabs hold of the table and is about to faint. Death. Correct. Lorenzo closes his eyes, but death does not come. Under normal circumstances, you would be dead now. I'm sorry, elder brother. I was not thinking. Weariness and perhaps a crisis of faith. Forgive me, brothers. Thankfully for you, these are not normal circumstances. The time is nigh, little brother. And like in the old, we shall send 7 brothers in search of that which was lost. All brothers hold up 7 fingers. Interesting. 6 have already gone searching for omens. You will be 7th, the disgraced one. Where will you send me, elder brother? Augenwaldburg. There lives an artist in an old manor. The prophecy mentions her. Go and see, brother, if that which was lost is there. Lorenzo nods. The lady suffers from an eye condition that will ultimately render blindness. A sad fate for a painter. Take this vermilion tears. What do they do, elder brother? Nothing at all, but you will use them pretending to cure the lady. That is your guise while you search her house for the third eye. And he's the one who wrote the letters we found. Exterior Augenwaldburg Man at dusk. Hoofs clop echoes through the dilapidated courtyard. Algae-covered statues silently await the arrival. A pale, sickly horse comes into view, pulling a wagon painted red in a distant past. Lorenzo walks beside the horse and leads it by its reins. Lorenzo ties the horse to an old oak. Be brave, Morse. You have nothing to fear. Lorenzo carefully approaches the front gate. He bangs the knocker. Lorenzo scans the dirty windows for any sign of life. Finally, the door creaks open, and instantly Lorenzo raises his top hat and takes a bow. A white rose appears in his hand from his hat. The miracle has arrived. An ashen woman in an expensive dress stares through him with milky eyes, Renate Schwarzwald. I do not believe in miracles. That is why you need one, Baronin. Lorenzo hands the white rose to Renate and changes color to red. You might as well perform for the shadows. My sight is fading away. Your eyes are fading because there has been nothing to see. Weary eyes need entertainment, and tired souls need miracles. Who are you? Lorenzo the Great, at your service, Baronin. A magus whose name is whispered from the shores of Zanzibar to the frosty peaks of Helsinki. Known to beggars and kings alike. While you're not known to me, good evening. Renate is about to shut the gate. Wait. She waits. My journey has been a long one. My horse is tired, and to be honest, so am I. Renate looks at the very sickly-looking horse. I had 4 once, during better times, but ironically, Morse is the only one who lives. Very well. Interior Augenwaldburg Manor, dining room day. An oversized dead goose lies on the oaken dining table. Lorenzo devours his portion in a loud manner. Renate tries to hide her disgust. Is the room satisfactory? Yes, I slept like a piglet. So it was not you I heard last night? Lorenzo drinks wine and coughs to buy some time. I was up briefly, yes. Takes out a small vial from his sleeve. My vermilion tears, they need moonlight not to lose their magic. I took the liberty to use one of the windows in your studio. Renate looks amused. I took another liberty and studied some of your work. The portraits, of course, excellent, but I'm most intrigued by the drawings of signs? My Himmelskörper suite? What inspired them? Magician, might I ask you a strange question? Who am I to refuse an answer? Did you see a labyrinth while you were in the park? A labyrinth? A red labyrinth. The only labyrinth I saw was the portrait of the man with a labyrinth instead of a face. Renate stands up angrily. I've made no such portraits. Your lies have ceased to amuse me. I know why you are here, and I know where to look for it, but I will hold you to your word. Lorenzo looks like he is about to assure Renate of his pure intentions. Cure my eyes. Interior Augenwaldburg Manor, Renate's bedroom day. The curtains have been drawn. Renate lies on top of the bed, a trace of a smirk on her lips. Lorenzo looks gravely serious on the side of the bed. Are you ready for your miracle, Baronin? Yes. Lorenzo spills a single drop of vermilion tears into Renate's left eye. She blinks, and Lorenzo drops another tear into the right eye. It might be a few days before it takes effect. Renate's eyes start to boil, and she screams in unfiltered agony. Lorenzo backs away in horror. Lorenzo holds his hand over his ears to protect himself against her looping, deafening screams. Everything turns black. Lorenzo out of sight. It's just eye drops. It's just eye drops. It's just eye drops. Then quiet. Lorenzo stirs to life on the floor. He sees Renate lying lifeless on the bed. Lorenzo checks her pulse in a hurry. She's still alive. Apparently he has, at some point, put a bandage around her head. 2 red dots mark the eyes, giving Renate a disturbing appearance. Baronin, can you hear me? I can hear you, magician. To tell me you are not invited. Invited where? To the cavern. I followed the echoes of my screams. They were waiting for me. Who was waiting for you? Our ancient sisters and brothers in the Far East. They're sharing the secret with me, but they won't share it with you. The cavemen think you're an obsequious ignoramus who barters through existence. Baronin, you must rest now. The labyrinth. The druid on the wall. Go and see by the window. They say I should defenestrate you, but we have an agreement. Lorenzo slowly drudges against the window. Moonlight shines on his weather-bitten face. He looks out the window. A giant garden labyrinth has appeared in the park. Do you see it, magician? Yes. Do you see me in the labyrinth? Lorenzo squints. It's very dark. Yes, I see you. Do you see you? What do you mean? Can you see yourself in the labyrinth? Of course not, I'm not there. Neither am I. Lorenzo turns around and bumps into Renata. The red dots on the bandage have grown substantially, looking like giant red bug eyes. She puts her hand on Lorenzo's face. The room turns red. Interior garden labyrinth, night. Lorenzo gasps in disorientation. He's now somewhere in the labyrinth. Lorenzo quivers from fear. Renata smiles at him. Her bandage is gone, and a pair of lovely hazel eyes look at Lorenzo with affection. This is the place from my childhood. I'm over there. Renata points behind Lorenzo. He turns his head to look. A girl wearing an owl mask watches him from behind. Our girl. She runs and disappears behind the corner. Renata takes Lorenzo's hand. Come. Together run in the labyrinth. Renata seems to know her way while Lorenzo is trying to make sense of the strange space. A red hue suddenly appears on their faces. It's the most beautiful thing they've ever seen. They smile with tears running down their cheeks. The light grows stronger, and the cosmos plays music just for them. Interior Augenward Book Manor Library, day. Renata's hand moves frantically across the canvas. Lorenzo sits in an armchair by the window, his top hat on his knee, posing for a portrait. There's movement inside his top hat. I think it might have been a maze, not a labyrinth. Aren't they interchangeable? A labyrinth prolongs the path, while a maze is for getting lost, and we are lost. It's a big house. It can sometimes be disorienting. We have seen it. I think the price of admission might be an eye and a leg. Lorenzo leans forward and his hat falls on the floor. A red owl flutters out of the hat in front of Lorenzo. He stares at it in surprise. That was a very clever trick. The owl perches on the top of a bookshelf. Lorenzo half chances of reading. And when the third eye blinked, the red beast laid an egg within. The third eye closed, and their bastard offspring was born thousands of years later. Renata studies her canvas, and is a bit confused. A realistic portrait of a man in a dark suit. But where his head is supposed to be, there's a red glowing maze. Renata notices 2 tickets in his hand. She takes them and stares at them. Teatro Rosso. Interior theater night. An excited, faceless Valley points at a red curtain. Lorenzo and Renata look at each other and then step through it. Rows and rows of seats. It's much too large to be inside the manor. Lorenzo stares in disbelief at the giant theater. It seems empty, but the murmuring from the crowd is deafening. Gaslight illuminates the stage. Someone clears his throat behind them, and the featureless usher points towards the first rows. Renata and Lorenzo silently descend the stairs toward their seats. A fanfare. The lights dim. A man dressed as Lorenzo and wearing a Lorenzo mask rides a prop horse onto the stage. What is this? Lorenzo knocks on the door mid-stage, and an actress wearing a mask resembling Renata opens the door. Applause. The light intensifies on stage and blinds Lorenzo and Renata. On the stage, a comet hanging from wires passes. Renata and Lorenzo avert their eyes. Then the comet is gone. The stage is empty. A lone hesitant clap from somewhere further back. The actress playing Renata walks on stage. She holds her hands in front of her, blood flowing from her eyes. Please hold me. The actor playing Lorenzo steps on stage purposefully. Lorenzo and Renata watch their theater alter egos on stage in grim silence. Their hands join. Lorenzo drags a stylized prop window onto the stage. Renata wanders, sobbing blood. Lorenzo tries to place the window in front of Renata, making her fall out. The crowd howls with laughter as Lorenzo gets more frustrated every time Renata misses the window. Please hold me, please hold me. Finally, Lorenzo has enough. He grabs Renata and shoves her with full force through the glass window and from the stage. Renata lands with a thud and crack. Theater blood squirts into Lorenzo's face. Lorenzo forms a fist and rises. Enough! Lorenzo watches him silently. The whole theater boo. Lorenzo to Renata, let's go. But Renata is gone from her seat. In fact, she's nowhere to be found. Lorenzo looks around in panic, but it's like she vanished into thin air. The actress playing Renata comes back to life and is elevated by strings into the air. She bows and receives applause. The actress turns her head to Lorenzo and she takes off the Renata mask. Beneath it is a featureless face. To be gifted is to be infested. Ideas are tiny red eggs in your brain to the microscope. They still look the same, the good and the bad. Oh, but look at the time. Lorenzo slowly walks off stage, his footsteps echoing through the empty theater. He moves toward Lorenzo. Lorenzo turns to run, but his doppelganger catches up with him. The doppelganger removes the mask, and behind it, Maze Man, his head buzzing in an electrical manner. She's waiting for you. Here's an idea. Follow my daughter. The Maze Man puts his hand over Lorenzo's eyes. than the one we read already. And one more. Interior, Augenwarburg Manor, staircase, second floor, corridor, night. This is also page 91, very good page number. At the end of the dark hallway, Lorenzo sees a dark shape. Lorenzo very slowly approaches it. It's Renate with her back turned against him. Lorenzo stops. A long silence. You keep sending the wrong goose to the butcher. Baronin? Baronin? I think the Baronin would perhaps hear talk about her ascension. She can say something to the effect of... She clears her throat. Her own voice. I have good news for you. We are not artists. We're not even art. When it comes down to it, we are just paint. Aren't you happy with this news, magician? Renate switches voice again. And he would say... Lorenzo keeps his silence in defiance. Why is this so hard for you? Why do you think of these things? This is unimportant. There are symbolic values and mirror images, yes. But none of this matters, Signorina. Had you read my manifesto, you would have known it was never meant for viewing. Lorenzo looks confused for a moment. Please, Baronin, let's leave this place. Every maze has a solution. Renate sighs heavily. You really understand nothing at all. But if you understood, you would never have played your part. Time for entertainment. Time for entertainment. Here is her last performance. Renate turns slowly around, her face is hidden by shadows. Lorenzo takes a step forward. Her eyes are empty craters. Red paint runs down her cheeks. Hold me. Please hold me. Lorenzo backs away. Please hold me. Please hold me. Lorenzo backs further. Renate's arms flailing, searching for him like tentacles. Paint dripping everywhere she goes. Please hold me. Lorenzo's eyes widen with fear as she comes closer. Her touch disgusts him. Suddenly, Renate increases her pace, and she touches his face. Please hold me. Lorenzo instinctively pushes Renate with full force. Smiling, she forces towards the large window. The Baronin crashes through it and down to the ground below. Lorenzo stares at the window in shock. He steps toward the window. Rain patters against his face. On the gravel path below lies a mangled corpse. Should have done this. We have the right eye. Yeah, I don't remember what this was, but it was 30 apparently. Oh, that's here. Makes sense. I mean... now I'm confused. But, I mean, the story does kind of, like, repeat itself a ton here, I guess. And, like, different versions of the same story. Anyway, we've got 15 of the 20 shortcuts unlocked. Still missing 12 of the quiz club answers, I suppose. 1 more door inside, 3 more doors outside, 2 more in the mausoleum, 9 more in the quiz club somehow. That doesn't seem right. And then 1 in the prototypes. And I mean, the red eye probably goes to the red maze minotaur thing, right? That would make some sense. Still missing some other stuff. We should call him about the skeleton, yeah. Ask him why he's dead. And then right and left maze statue would make sense, right and left eye, maybe. I don't know the Orangerie keypad code. I don't really know what like hints that, but we'll find out. And then yeah, a bunch of shortcuts left. The center of the quiz club, we need the whatever his question was about the Minotaur thing. Anything else left? The revolver door, right? We need that key. The supercomputer login, we can work on that some because we do have those posters. They're just kind of annoying to sort of. The journal, I don't know what the date is, and the astronomical clock, I also don't really know yet. We might have hints for that, but I'm not aware of them if you do. And then we should probably call about the video game stuff, see what we can buy. Because I just don't know what we're doing here. Because we need like a year maybe? Is there a year in that actually? Does it say a year here? No. And there's also just, I mean, that's the Hammerscover one, yeah. And this is the Zodiac stuff. And the Zodiac thing is, we just would need dates again. Yeah, not sure. We'll come back to this. 87.6% though. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. And we'll try to get to 100 for sure. I think it's safe down here. So. And then call it there. Yeah, good episode, I think. More progress, more weird story, lots of exposition, lots of plot. That's good. And then yeah, we'll go from there next time. Not sure what exactly is the next step. First time in like a little while. Because I mean, yeah, I should have had the shortcut sooner, and we could have done some of the puzzle box stuff earlier probably. But there was never like out of things to do, so there never really was enough incentive for me to just like think about things. So there was always something else I could do. Now though, we're kind of running out slowly. There are still puzzles left, obviously, that we were aware of, and there are still like shortcuts we want to open up. But yeah. We'll see how that goes, I suppose. And then, yeah, maybe should open this one for sure. And this one here that goes outside there, right? That would be a good one to do too. And I don't know. I don't know. Love storage. Well, how's that locked actually? I don't remember this. Do we have a key for that? I don't think so. We should definitely go look at that too. So there's some more stuff for sure. We're really filling out this pretty, you know. 2 more left here. Nothing there, nothing there. 1 more pattern or inscription. I don't really know how that makes sense. But sure. And like 1 more book somewhere. I guess that's the journal that we can't open. But we should be able to. Anyway, yeah, that's it for today. I'll see you next time. yeah, a few more episodes, I think. It's not going to be just one. There's definitely more, but we're definitely closing in on the end, and I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I want to see how this all resolves here, and I'll see you then. Bye bye.